So we're going to discharge our patient. We'll go to Document, we'll select New, and then I'll select the Discharge Plan. And these first two questions are required questions. I do have to fill out a response or I will not be able to save my document. So I'll have to make sure that something is circled for both of these. To get into my prescriptions, I'll click on the drop-down arrow. So here we'll determine which medications the patient should discharge with. You could simply hit resume home medications and it will resume all of the home meds. So that makes that step a little bit easier. This patient already has metoprolol, therefore I don't want to put on another one. We can start them on Miralax. And anytime you see these red edit buttons, it means that something needs to be addressed. So for here, it'll be the quantity and the days. The patient won't need any saline flushes or an IV lorazepam at home, so we'll say no to both of those. And then once we've addressed all of our items, we can select Next. We'll be able to preview it here. And then here we can see the medication that I am prescribing. And this is the transmit and print screen. And if you're ever not sure what these icons mean, you can click on the little question mark and it'll show you a little answer key of what those are. So right now we have a check mark under the transmit prescription, this column here, to transmit the prescription. And we would want to transmit that script to their pharmacy. So you would press transmit and print. And I do want to note that if you are prescribing any controlled substances, a new screen will pop up for Doctor First, EPCS, to put in your one-time password and your passphrase for those controlled substances. So let's go through the rest of this discharge plan. I'll show you the special nuances of this document. These sections have a drop-down box that will link me to a free text space to document. For this instruction topic, this one is special. It'll pop out to the Cranber's library so I can search any sort of education I'd like to provide to the patient. And here I can click on my little blue eye. It'll show a preview. And then I can select that education, select OK. And here I can place my discharge order. I'll just check here. I'll select Submit. It will reflex for the discharge checklist. The discharge checklist will go to the nursing work list. I'll select Submit. I'll put in my PIN. And I've ordered my discharge order. I'll go to Advanced Care Planning and address any items here. I can address problems. Select OK. I can put in more qualifiers and codes. I can put in a summary. I can also put in the date and the time. These are free text boxes for responses. And once I'm done, I'll select View and Save. And I'll sign my document. Perfect. And then once I'm ready, I can also do my discharge summary. So I'll go to Document, I'll go to New, I'll go to Discharge Summary. And this one has a lot of scrolling. There aren't any pages, it's just all scrolling down. So I'll fill this out as appropriate. And again, these are sections where I can click the drop-down arrow and document in a free text box. I can edit my allergies and medications as needed. And here I would be completing my physical exam upon discharge. So I would circle the items that are appropriate. I can right-click to deny. I can do any physical exam other comments or drag in my entire assessment. Any labs will flow here. I can do the sepsis section if this patient had sepsis. And I'd want to mark the time spent. This is for billing purposes so that they can charge for the visit. Select View and Save. So here you can see my discharge plan. I could expand my discharge plan to see the full. I can select Save. And I can also send this to other providers. So if they had a PCP that I wanted to make aware of what was going on with this patient, I could do that. I would search them in the lookup. And now I will sign.